All right. So we've got our yoga flow ahead of us. So we'll flow a little bit. I'm going to do some slower stretching with this today, though. So if you've got blocks, grab those. They'll be nice just to have. And then if you've got a blanket or even a beach towel, just for the knees, if you want that, it's not at all required, but can be really nice to have something under the knees. So grab your two blocks though, and we'll start in child's pose. And if child's pose is not speaking to you today, then by all means, please start in a shape that works for you. So hips come down and back. I'm going to place my hands on the blocks to get started. So it's just a little bit deeper into the shoulders as we do that. Take a big, deep, full inhale and exhale. Just allow your body to settle towards the ground. If you don't like the blocks there, then don't use them. And take a deep, full breath in through your heart space all the way down into the pit of your belly. Fill up. And as you exhale, open up the mouth. Just let that go. And find your breath. Anchor to it. Watch as it travels in through your nose, and down through the back of your throat and into your lungs. The chest expands on that inhale. And exhale. Let it go. And today, as you practice, I invite you to notice where you're resisting. Use your breath as a tool to bring ease into those areas of resistance and tension. You can even visualize little pieces of those just leaving the body with every exhale. And take a breath in. Exhale it out. Now on the next inhale, don't overthink this too much. I just want you to start guiding the chest forward. Think like an up dog chest, but I'm going to bend my knees. Hands are still on the blocks just to get a little bit of hip drop there. Open up, press your hips back to that child's pose. So we just want to find a little bit of movement as you draw the chest through and then send it back. Again, don't overthink this. You can always just come up into cat-cows too if that feels better. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale back. And now just slide those blocks out to the side. Plant your hands. Meet me in tabletop there. And when you arrive in tabletop, just move in some big circles in one direction. So shoulders come forward of the fingers a bit as you do that. Hips drop down and back, and then switch directions. So big circles, it starts to get into the wrists a bit. And then come back through center. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, round through your spine for cat. Shake out your jaw and your neck. Inhale, untuck the toes, drop the belly for cow. And then just find that pattern of tucking and untucking through the feet as you find your cat-cow. So a little bit for the ankles there as you do that. And now come back to your neutral spine, untuck your toes, Right hand comes behind your head. Big inhale opens the chest. As you exhale, elbow taps. So my right elbow taps the inside of my left. Inhale, reach open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. This time, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder to the ground, right ear to the ground. Settle here. Now, a little bit, if you want a little bit more for that right shoulder, left hand stays kind of planted in front of the face. I'm just going to slide my left foot back and behind. It throws the balance just a little bit. So if that doesn't feel good, then don't do it. Pause there. Unwind. Left hand is under the or right by the face. Inhale, reach fingertips to sky and back to tabletop. And we'll just switch sides. Left hand behind the head. Big inhale lifts that elbow to the ceiling. Exhale, tap left to right. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. On this next inhale, reach fingertips to sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm reaches through. Right hand can stay planted. And we want that opening along the back of the left shoulder. And again, if you want a little bit more, you can slide the right foot behind you and just press the right heel towards the ground. You get a little calf stretch with that. And draw that right knee back in, left fingertips reach to sky, full breath. Back to your tabletop from here. Take the right leg now, and we'll keep a bend. Sorry, I've got hair in my mouth. We'll keep a bend in that right knee. Just take the right foot to the ceiling. So keeping that bend in the right knee, I'll face you so you can see this. I'm going to tap to the outside of my left leg and then swing that leg out laterally. So I do a little tap to the outside, crisscrossing over, take the leg out laterally. So really working the rotation of the hip here. Do one more of those. And then step that right knee all the way over the left. Look over your left shoulder. So I'm going to extend out through the left leg. Get a little side body stretch here. Now tuck that right knee behind left. Think child's pose again. Just sit your hips down and back. Just get a little stretch along the hips. Unwind back through center. Find your tabletop. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So bend that left knee, foots to the ceiling. I'm going to tap just behind my right, little crisscross, and then open laterally. Take it over and across. Open laterally. One more. And now take that left knee across and behind, straighten the left leg, look over your right shoulder. Think I'm stretching the left side of my body here. Keep the tuck of the knees, just tuck it in and think child's pose as you send your hips back. Unwind, tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift downward facing dog, pedal it out. Or find stillness if that's what you're craving. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, take tiny little steps to the top of the mat, finding a rag doll. Feet come hip width apart, bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, get heavy, sway here. Release your fingertips. Inhale, palms to shins, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky, full breath. On the exhale, hands to your heart and pause. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank, pause in that high plank. Your knees can be down. Slowly lower belly all the way to the mat. And when you arrive, walk your hands off the edges of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart through center. Exhale to lower. So we'll just keep the chin at 12 o'clock. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Your feet can be wide here too. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands come back under your shoulders. Press up and back, downward facing dog. And just hold space. Breathe into this down dog. The chest presses back towards the tops of your thighs. You get that really nice opening in upper body. Breathe in. On the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, tiny little steps again, top of the mat. Fold when you arrive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, left foot steps back. We find a kneeling lunge here. So you can also have your blocks on either side as we work into the hamstrings in just a moment. But as we start here, bring the hands to the top of your quad. Activate the inner thighs towards one another. Lift out of the crown of your head as that left hip draws forward. On the inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Drop your left hand right behind your neck. Right elbow or right hand catches that left elbow. Big deep inhale, lift through the chest, and then take a little dip over towards the right. And notice the side body opening here. Inhale, come back through center. Release your hands, frame that front foot, half split. Now lengthen out your spine when you first arrive. So draw that right hip back in line with left. Maybe point and flex through the right toes. And then find your folds. And breathe into that right hamstring. Inhale, lengthen spine. As you exhale, slide back into that right knee. So little kind of funky transition here. I'm going to pick that left, or tuck the left toes, pick that left knee up, and I just want you to tuck that left knee behind your right and come down to a seat. So now I've got my right leg crisscrossed over, my left foot's tucked behind me. If you're super rolled to one side, just adjust your seat. And just sit tall for a moment. You can wrap both hands around that right shin. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, twist towards your right. So your right hand finds the ground. Left arm can just continue to hug in, or you can do a big sweep of that left arm, hook it to the outside of that right leg, and find your twist. Don't force it though. Continue to root down, rise, look back over that right shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale back through center. Now you're going to take that right leg that's out front, just step it all the way back and behind you, coming into your Z sit. So I've got 90 degrees through my legs. My left leg is out front to start with. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, again, I'm going to twist now to the left, just in a different way. Right hand comes to the thigh, left hand behind, and look over that left shoulder. Your right hip's going to pop up a little bit. Back through center. Inhale. As you exhale, just take a fold over that left leg. So you can play. Maybe you fold over the knee. Maybe you fold right over the shin. You can also take a block and place it under the forehead. Inhale, slowly rise. Now take the feet right out in front of you, plant them down, hands come behind you, little drop of the knees to the left, look over your right shoulder. And inhale back through center, drop of the knees to the right, look over your left shoulder. And just let your legs shimmy out to the side. We'll make our way back, downward facing dog from there. And shake it out. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk step, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step your right foot back, left knee is out front. So again, I'm going to start first with my hands on top of the quad. Inner thighs are active, lift through the chest, through the crown of the head. And now inhale, sweep overhead. Drop the right hand behind your neck, left elbow catches that right elbow. Lift your chest and then a little dip over to the side. Inhale back through center. Release your hands. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, send the hips back for your half split. Keep the chest up for just a moment as you just point and flex through the ankle. And then find your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back into the left knee. So again, we're going to tuck those right toes and just tuck that right knee behind left as you come all the way to a seat. And then pause for a moment. I've just got my hands wrapped around my shin, just rooting down through my sit bones, sitting tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find your twist. Left hand behind you, right arm can just hug that knee in, or maybe it's a big sweep over and across to deepen the twist. Find what works for your body. But instead of hunching in, really root down, sit tall, look over the back shoulder. Breath here. And then unwind. Back to the front. Take that left knee. Slide it behind you so you're in your 90-90 your Z sit here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist towards your right leg. Left hand comes to the outer part of that thigh. Let your left hip pop up. Look over your right shoulder. Back through center. Inhale. Exhale, find your fold forward. And again, it can be any angle that works for you. Inhale, slowly rise. And same thing, you're just going to take your hands behind you, step both feet out front. Inhale, drop both knees to the left, look over your right shoulder. Back through center, drop them to the right, look over your left shoulder. And then come back through center. Scooch so you're about in the middle of the mat. Hands come around your shins. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin, keep going all the way to the back, hug your knees in when you get there, and then just rock from side to side. You can make circles in the hips and the ankles. And take a breath in. As you exhale, find your happy baby so you can catch either the backs of your thighs, the outside of your feet or your big toes, but keep rocking here. Let the knees be heavy. And release, draw the knees back through center. This time take your arms out to a T and just let your knees fall to the right in your spinal twist. Work the left shoulder towards the ground as you look at your left fingertips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, switch sides. Right shoulder works towards the ground. Inhale through center. Bring your arms by your ribs and just send your feet straight to the ceiling and waterfall for just a moment. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug the knees in tight. Wrap your arms around your shins. Draw your nose to your knees. And release. Find Shavasana. Let the feet fall open, the palms open, and ease move through the body. Take an inhale. drawing awareness back into your body, tiny movements in fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And on the exhale, one knee and then the other draws in. You can rock a bit again and maybe settle to one side or the other for just a few breaths. And use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to a seated position, sitting comfortably when you arrive. Draw your hands to prayer at heart center. You can close down the eyes, but take a deep, full inhale. Exhale, release. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and for one another. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within each of you. Peace.